Good morning, single mommies. It's Mommy Shar again this morning. I didn't get on that much yesterday because it was my sister's birthday. And you know what? We have to take that time to love on those that share life with us and love on us. So I was offline a little bit attending to my baby sister. Love her so much. But today I wanted to get back on really quickly and just talk a little bit more about bitterness. So we started our conversation on bitterness, and we already talked clearly about that the number one way to get healed of bitterness is to recognize that you are bitter. I believe in self-evaluation as being the most important aspect of any individual's life, not just a woman of God or a person that is living for God and wanting to walk in the life purposes that God has called them to. But I just believe anybody who wants to be healthy must do self-evaluation. And so we're going to talk a lot about healing from bitterness, but I want to continue to talk about what the signs of bitterness looks like. We talked about yesterday or the day before yesterday, we talked about the two great signs of bitterness, what I believe to be the two great signs of bitterness, and that is holding grudges and rehearsing offenses. To me, those are the two major signs of bitterness, and those are the ones that you're going to see come up very easily in bitter people. Some other signs of bitterness I wanted to point you guys to. I want you to do that checklist. I want you to do that evaluation of yourself. So people who are bitter tend to focus on the negative. They like to focus on the dark side of things. They are not optimistic. They are pessimistic people. So do you often find yourself gravitating to the negative side of things? Are you that person that's not able to take the lemons of your life and make lemonade? Also, you can't appreciate what you have. You're so busy focusing on the negative and the things that have happened to you that there are things happening around you that are good that you don't even notice that those things are happening for you. You don't appreciate just the little things that are going on in your life, or sometimes even the major things you don't appreciate. Are you hard to deal with? Are you uneasy to be around? Yeah, I gave the eyes because you know what? Sometimes we don't know that we're difficult to be around. We don't know that we're difficult to deal with, but people around us will tell us. They will certainly tell us that we are difficult to deal with and that we're not pleasant people to be around. Are you that kind of person? Also, bitter people like to generalize things. They don't necessarily really remember who hurt them. See, their offenses and pains have been built up so much in their lives, so much has happened in their lives that they just generalize. So instead of having an offense toward a person or an individual or a particular situation, they're mad at all men, they're mad at all women, they're angry at groups of people instead of individual people. And this is how they speak in their conversation. They never really say one person did this or one person did that. It's a generalization of what people have done, because really the offenses have built up so much that they don't really remember anymore all the specific details anymore. They've kind of moved beyond that initial sign of bitterness, which is rehearsing, and all the pain is just lumped into one. So they generalize. And they believe, some of them, that the world is out to get them. Like they've moved beyond the point of an individual offending them to believing that it's groups of people that are offending them, to straight out just believing that everybody's out to get them. Right? Do you have these signs in your life? Do you have these things going on in your life? And then another sign of a bitter person, jealousy. You can't stand to see somebody happy. Evaluate yourself. You know it. Evaluate yourself. You know it, that when that person around you is getting that promotion, or that person around you is buying that house, you know, you're not happy for them. You're not happy for them. And this is not just isolated incidences of feeling bad or feeling dissatisfied in life, or feeling like, you know, maybe your turn hasn't come, God hasn't, you know, recognized you yet. No, this is repeated habits. Like, you could look back into your life and you could see that this is what you do, that you are jealous and you're generally not happy for others. So these are just more signs of bitterness. These are, in my opinion, these are more subtle signs, but they're signs nevertheless. I believe, like I said, the two great signs are holding grudges and rehearsing offenses. So I want us to do a checklist, mommies. I want us to do a checklist. I want us to get better. I want us to get healed. That's what Give 'em Heals Ministries is about. It's about healing, evolving, loving each other, and loving other people. So I want us to get better. So let's heal from our bitterness. Do your checklist. Do your checklist. I love you guys. Let's get out here today and let's crush everything that's not like God. Let's crush our pain. Let's crush our problems. Let's crush our bad habits. Let's crush every obstacle that is before us, and let's crush forward to win in this life. I love you guys, and I pray you all have a blessed day.